What's up, guys? Welcome to this smorgasbord of witcherly deeds called The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Today, I think I'm going to be spending some time up in here. There are a ton of question marks up here, a number of quests that I'm interested in checking out. The scavenger hunt for the Brandmaster feline gear, and I want to find out what this is. Of course, all of this. There's a lot of stuff up here. But first, I'm going to talk to my major domo, because it looks like all of my renovations are complete. So let's do that.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir. But I thought, with all the work on Corfo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Hell yeah, let's celebrate.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've course to open it today.
Cool, let's get fucked up.
And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Chug. Alright, sweet. Let's take a look. So, let's see. Multiple quests. I'm guessing these are going to take a while each. Let's mark this. I want to see what that is. And then... what is that? While wandering around Toussaint, Geralt did not neglect his vocation and true core of his existence, namely, pursuing and slaying monsters. Having found a notice on a notice board posted by a merchant guild beset by some beast, the Witcher decided to go to the appointed spot to learn about the details of the matter. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go, Roach. Go out this way. Just jump. There we go. Damn small cliffs. You bastards. I'm still kind of trying to decide what kind of stuff I want to do with this channel. Ultimately, I'd like to just talk about games, talk about new releases in particular. This time of year it's a little bit more challenging because not much is coming out. We're kind of waiting until September, mostly. But that is the kind of videos that I'd like to do. I don't really want to strictly be a Let's Play channel. Let's get moving here. But I did do this because this game and this series as a whole is one that I'm quite familiar with, quite comfortable with. And rather than do the whole game, I wanted to start with just sticking with Blood and Wine. At least to see if, this is something that I like doing. I do like doing it. But ultimately, the kind of content that I would really like to do is just talking about games, not doing reviews or Let's Plays, but just talking about games, new releases, stuff I'm interested in.
For 4 generations. That is how long my family has been producing wine.
Producing plonk unfit to drink, you mean? Which is exactly why you should sell Belgard to me, not him.
As a ducal clerk, I must look after the duchy's best interests. Belgard currently belongs to the treasury. The minister of the treasury has clearly expressed his desire that Belgard be handed over to a responsible steward. Yet, diverse troubles beset both your present holdings. Until you resolve them and thus prove yourselves competent, selling Belgard to either of you is out of the question.
Troubles to solve.
Well, Happy, this is your fault.
Mine? You're deranged, woman. Hark, good folk! Be it known, Matilda de Vermentino is a cursed, spiteful lunatic!
Doesn't look cursed to me. Just really, really angry. Ticked her off quite a bit, you have.
Truly? How would you know? A shrew tamer, are you?
Better. A connoisseur.
I see we speak the same tongue. So tell me, the swords, you merely wear them to intimidate? Or do you actually use them?
Tools of my trade. I'm a witcher.
Not seeking work, are you? You see, I wish to buy a vineyard. Belgard. Yet that bloody bureaucrat's not likely to sell it to me until I settle my troubles at home, at Coronata.
What kind of troubles we talking about?
It's botched in more ways than one. The herbarium, infested with monsters. My steward, gone missing, with an entire transport of wine. And someone's abducted my herbalist.
A lot of bad luck for one little vineyard.
If you ask me, it's that Matilda, her handiwork. A sugar-sweet face, a temper sharp as horseradish. So will you help?
Let's get paid.
Good look into it, but not for free.
That goes without saying. What is your rate?
Give us 900. Probably not.
Could you not reduce it a shave?
A shave.
Could you not
Off, dude.
That sounds fair.
Yes.
Sure sounds like work for a witcher. Yeah, I'll help.
I am really, truly grateful. Thank you. My vineyard lies east of here. You're sure to find it. Now forgive me. I must talk to that quill pusher. I might win him over yet.
You're a witcher, yes? I heard you talking to that oafish ogre Liam. Disgusting man. The worst sort. First, seduces with the dashing gaze, the fair face, then reveals a coal-black heart. But that's all besides the point. I stopped you because I want to buy Belgard too. Alas, things are rotten at my own vineyard, Vermentino.
Strange coincidence.
No coincidence. I am certain Liam's thrown a stick in my spokes. Several sticks. My cooper and blacksmith both have mysteriously vanished. Man-eating plants have sprouted on my paths, and strange things are afoot on Pheasant Hill. The list goes on, but the crux is one. I must solve my problems at Vermentino if I'm to stand any chance of acquiring Belgard. Would you help me before you help Liam? I'm willing to pay more than he's offered you.
Let's see about that. So I got 850 out of him. Let's try for 900 from her. Well, actually, it's pretty close to her limit.
I'm sorry. That's not an amount I can afford. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch. Alright, so you're not gonna pay me more.
Would you take advantage of my misfortune? I did not think your help would come with dirty hooks attached.
Whatever.
I can help. At least try.
Wonderful. You've no idea how much that means to me.
You're not gonna pay me more
My
than
vineyard
him,
lies
so.
due west.
Okay.
I shall stay here for a time. I must make certain Liam does not pull some stunt while my back is turned.
Gotcha. Farewell.
So we got 2 new quests. Wait. I guess I've already found one of those. Where's the other one? So those are just kind of... come as they may. As I come across them, yeah. Deal with those as I find them. Let's just cut across.
Damn, you're ugly.
Something here. Oh, these motherfuckers. Probably up our potions. And these things, first of all, if I remember right. So...
Arca spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Turn that way. Come on. There you go. But like, I think I'd definitely like to do videos for like Cuphead is a title I'm looking forward to. That's one that I've been looking forward to for a while. I think that old-timey cartoon art style is really cool looking. And also the new Assassin's Creed. That was a series that I had soured on quite a bit, along with many others, after Unity. Black Flag, for me, was, I really enjoyed that one, but I kind of knew even then that series hold on me was waning a bit. I had played every single one. And Unity kind of wound up being the end of the road for me, but I'm intrigued by the Egypt setting for Spacey Origins, so I want to do a video for that too. When that, I think that releases at the end of September, if I remember correctly.
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still. Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been.
Body?
Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Dude, come...
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for their loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns. This unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Keep a basilisk as a pet.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Yokast's mate passed on, alas.
Eocost?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Yokast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Sure.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
That's bullshit, Private. But it's very good bullshit.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants. So I might also look for the other corpse.
Wrong key.
Basilisk scales are usually thicker, not nearly so fine. Could be more sensitive to fire, this one.
Alas, it is true. Yokast has a terrible fear of fire. She's a highly sensitive creature. Rid your mind of any thought to kill her. You would destroy the last of a species.
That's
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Yokoko is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Yokast is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Bloodstains. Clear as day.
So now we got a blood trail to follow somewhere. Question mark?
Sense perceptible again.
Monster den.
Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
Okay. Dear Gaston, In reply to your question regarding the planned transport route for the barrels of tannin, allow me to confirm the official itinerary supported by the Guild still goes through the lands belonging to Count de Salvarez. The board sees no reason to deviate from our traditional path. The Count has pledged to cover all eventual damage caused by the Great White Terror. So even in the case of the destruction of the entire cargo, the Guild will suffer no monetary losses. Okay. There it is.
Here's something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Funny, about to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Bold, Kenneton Desperate, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Boholt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected.
If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking killing people. Like...
Beast has to die. We work together, we'll make quick work of it.
After all I told you of your caste, you would murder her? Oh, you will regret this, friend. I know folk. I shall tell them you slew the last surviving specimen.
Sorry, Master de Salvarez. Actually, not sorry. A monster's a monster. Silvery, plaid, or polka-dotted, last or next to last specimen, doesn't matter. It's a dangerous predator that kills humans. Enough said.
Herbalists, alchemists, I know many. They will despise you. I shall tell them of a heartless cur who cares not an ounce for balance in nature. You shall pay arms and legs for their wares. More!
Somebody plug this Lorden's gob, eh? Right, Master Witcher. How do we aim to fight the filth? We've crossbows. Comply with bolts while you do the hack and slash? Or all go at it as a bunch, blades in hand, fire in our hearts? You decide. You're the one with experience.
Yeah, you guys keep it on the ground.
Use your crossbows, keep her on the ground. Good idea.
Do you say her?
It's a female, yeah.
Hear that, lads? We've a learned witcher here. 100 spans out, and he spotted what the lizard's got between its legs. Right now, lads. You've heard the specialist. Ready your crossbows.
All good and fine, but the monster's not in its nest. Gotta track it down first.
Not at all necessary, Geralt. We looked into it. Gave it a think. Traders use tannin to lure the beast. Who says we can't do the same?
You got any tannin?
Came into a bit, aye. Yeah, willing to do the honours?
They put the tannin there on purpose to lure it. Back at the merchant's camp.
There.
Grab your bellies! Shoot the bitch down!
Still got the bottle in the hand. Vulnerable to fire. Fucking shoot it. Basilisks have two heads.
Stroke like that. To fight at a true witcher's side. Prime the way you swung that razor, mate.
Mentioned some fee from a guild. I hear you right?
Ha! Witcher drives right for the gut. A professional, right thorough. Your share, friend. Every last copper as we agreed. We'll collect us a few of them silver scales and a tail. Proof for the guild, right?
And we'll get word of you to some folk. Merchant folk, meaning. They ought to treat you right.
Thanks, and farewell.
Your cousin.
Alrighty. And get a trophy for it too, so... oh yeah, what does that get us? Some bonuses across the board. Alright. So we found... oh yeah. Got a couple of things down here. Back down the road, and then we got that. That monster den we found in the woods. So there's the road. I try not to like mark stuff. I don't really like playing games as a checklist. Try to just come across shit in general.
The whole of us! At once! Prepare your...
Still up. place. Alright, there's a boss. See if we can come across it on our way to this scavenger hunt. Yeah, fuck it, I just want to get it. Get a light. I've got some kind of monster in here. Alright. What do we got here? Oh shit. Some of the Grandmaster gear. Let's see. Burned all my bridges, no returning possible. Not after I committed murder and took those Grandmaster diagrams. Probably already on my tail. Hope to finish the deal quick and start a new life in the south. My time as a witcher is over. Can't trust Delane, especially since he insisted we meet in a bandit's den. Hid the diagrams in a cave which no ordinary man would be able to enter. If everything goes smooth, I'll collect my coin, tell him the catch is in the pits of Broom, then offer to escort him there for an additional fee.
Every Witcher's felt it. The urge to drop it all and ride off into the sunset. This one decided to act on the urge. Costs be damned. No one lives there anymore. Might still find some clues, though.
Get here.
Ah!
It's not. Come on. Can I not get up there? Yes, I can. Alright. That's cool, so we just happened upon some of the gear. Now I guess we gotta go find the rest of it at this house. Ugh. What do we got? Cool. That's the house right there.
Must be Delonne's residence. Gotta find a way inside.
Figured it'd be locked. Can't hop the walls, can we? Nope. Let's look for something else. Okay. We got like a scaffold. Ugh. There we go. Bandits. Just quick save. Get in there.
I'm smacking on an empty stomach. I despise it.
Oh. God damn it. Took out all my health in 2 hits. Glad I quick saved at least. Check. Before we run in there this time, I'm gonna apply some oil.
Pathetic.
There we go. Got them all.
My soul cannot handle this. It simply cannot. Oh, let Bjorda's wounds.
Calm down. It's over.
I thank you, sir. And you must forgive me my momentary loss of composure. Are you in need of accoutrements, monsieur?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Villa looks abandoned. You its owner?
More its temporary steward. By order of the Treasury Minister, I am to serve as caretaker of Count Delonne's properties and estates. The Count is missing. Yet, no one at the palace warned me. Villafedet is the lair of bandits. That is to say it was, but is no more. Thanks to your heroism, Monsieur Witcher.
See what I can sell.
What do you have that you're willing to sell?
Or vice versa. 6 in the shit. Old saddle. this crap. Yeah.
Thanks. So long.
Let's loot these guys. Something here. There's for Reuben. Actually, like, go inside. Locked. I guess not. Not in here. No. Here? So we can go in here. Steal all your food. There we go. Alright. I have received your letter and am delighted you have found a solution to your problems. The Witcher you described does indeed seem dangerous. And you yourself always told me that they are all freaks and cold-hearted murderers. Going to the bandits. Alright.
Another tale of a life compromised and ultimately claimed by greed and ambition.
Oh, shit. Take all the food. Let's go check out these pallets. Bandit on horseback. That looks like them right there. Yep. Damn you, Bush.
Bandit Camp Delone wrote about. Gotta be.
Blew up the dog. Goodbye.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Lads, charge! Take him for a ride! Kill the slave jungler! The lost half-breed!
He's looting. Is that its head? Damn, he looks fucked up. Like, what did you do? Nice. Got more. Force is definitely with me. Let's see if we got some more down here. He's still there. There it is. Alright. It all went off without a hitch. Bartolome de Lune proved a Ponzi fool.
Witcher and armorer both had shit luck.
Let's finish this piece off.
I'll dickle you with your own dinkling.
That sounds hot.
No! Cut loose! Come here, give your coolies a ring. No! Kaflue him!
Goodbye. Take all your shit. Not really that much shit here, I guess. Ah, well.
Witcher! A moment of your time, may I? Well, well. Starling Strakenhoff, House Pam Tittled Harlotsbrut has bit the dust. May he rest in pain and agony. You've earned yourself a steep price cut here, Witcher.
Yeah, more book references.
Stragon. Name's familiar. Ran into him a while back.
What's this? He must have been a horrible hound shacker. Decent folk don't bear that name.
Can't say if that's true for all the Stragons, but this one sure wasn't decent. Met a bad end, too. Justly so.
You carved up the knob-capper. I knew it.
Druids did it for me, actually. Burned him alive.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Alright. Repair my shit.
Need something crafted. Could you do that?
And sell stuff. Hold on to that. I don't really need that anymore. Or that. And have anything else? Got some valuables. Alright. Later.
See you later.
Ugh.
Behold, Geralt the Witcher, the scourge of...
Okay. So look around. Ooh, we got several things. Let's go see what that is.
Straken and his hands. Bravo, you old bastard!
Oh, goddamn drowners. And
Come on.
little campfire from here. I guess.
Medallion's humming. Basic power. It's gotta be.
God damn it. I guess there's something guarding it, but it's not. Is it a light? Alright. Let's go this way. Let's see what we can see. Report back to Regis. Let's see what else we got. several things down here. Wine Wars. A lot of shit up there. Let's go do that. Dude. What we got? Dogs. Something over here. You gonna come get me? Yeah, a lot of quality loot.
Some stench.
Came across something. Something up there. Big feet to fill. I think that's the thing where I have to. Here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I still gotta talk to that foreman.
Blood! Blood! Circle him!
Check my oil. got an abandoned site. Yes, we do. Oh, boys. Goodbye.
Cut off, Witcher! It's the Witcher! Some kind of bitch! Right, let's start!
Let's how they just go flying. Alright, let's go talk to the good folk.
A Witcher. They're smearing his lining with honey.
Witcher! Witcher! A word might I have? Adveyen! Just what we needed! A Witcher with stones of granite! That Blede Hanse has terrorized this land too long! Thank you for your aid, Vatgan!
A Nilfgaardian a long way from home. And he's not a soldier. Don't see that often.
Warfare did not appeal to me. My Vather, however, meaning my father, he fought at Sodden Hill.
My Vather.
Survived despite a lung run through with a spear, and a right hand that went missing. Yet the injuries meant he could no longer serve in the Impera Brigade. Here in Toussaint, the climb and wine bolster healing, and a war pension paid in Nilfgaardian florins buys much. An inn, for instance. I thank you, Witcher, for your aid, for recovering my patrimony. Ard dank.
Cool. Probably have
Show me what you're peddling, Nilfgaardian.
That's racist. Maybe. I don't know. We got some junk. Yeah, we got some junk. Okay, we are on our way.
So long.
Hail Geralt ap Rivia!
I lent you coin. The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Here we go, bandits.
Pathetic.
I can smell you, Ascarian Olver.
What's up, girl? the hell is that? Ship? Another boat? We got a shipwreck. Up a lot of armor dies. Let's hit some killer whale. Not that one. Captain's log. Blah 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 blah. On this half. Gonna need a light. Oh boy, here we go. That's a bomb. There we go. Good job. Oops. Damn it. Let me loot you. There we go. of some kind. Anything else down here? Always gotta check. Silver. Okay. Get a move on here. See what this is. That looks like something. There's something.
Damn, lots of them.
Yeah, the big fish. Auto kill you guys.
Guardsman! He's stubborn!
But why even bother? What did they hope to steal? Hammers? A hunk of stone?
I see. All right. High time I set off.
All right. So I guess we're helping them build the statue. Okay. Guess we can go ahead and talk to him.
Bloody hell.
So, Master, the workers who vanished. How goes the search?
Okay.
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that. Along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. the chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Alrighty. It's another, like, find it, you know, whenever. A lot of that at the moment. Still want to go over here.
I do what they pay me to do. Fetch this empty gate, sweep up here, box it all.
Come on, Roach. Let's get a move on. Come on. Bridge, which one? No, there's one further up. On the right. Let's gallop through the trees. I think just to touch on other games I'd like to talk about at some point. The new COD. That's another series like Assassin's Creed that I kind of got sick of. Really after the first Black Ops, I think. But I'm intrigued for sure by the return to the World War II setting. I enjoyed Battlefield 1 a lot, mostly because it, you know, did something different, something mildly interesting, mildly more interesting, at least. Than the future shooter. The advanced warfare type shooter. Because it seems like, I mean, the last few CODs have been super samey. And so I think it was about time they returned to something a little more familiar to those who have been with that series for a long time. That, of course, being its original setting. Let's go talk to Jacob.
See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Don't Diddle.
Like gibberish seizure.
Works hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so great.
Gods be bum-poked, you must...
You, Jacob?
Heal, Moholt.
down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog Mohold to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You talking bet. 2nd edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise, even if I wished to.
Let's have a look.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
Well, what did you learn?
Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain. Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
Stuff. Looks like we're still in reasonably good shape. We're gonna go ahead and re-up this stuff anyway.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Let's see how much you'll pay me.
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me. Lower, you must go lower. Willing I am to pay, but I've not near that much. Lower, you must.
God damn it.
Agreed. I will pay as soon as the young mate is free.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hand, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
Okay. Let's give us a book. Let's read it. Where is it? There it is. Sir Gareth and Miss Daphne loved each other so much it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Gareth had to perform 7 challenges. The 7th was the hardest. Gareth had to go to Lynx Crag, find the witch who lived there, and convince her to lift the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Gareth to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Lynx Crag was spiteful and headstrong, even for a witch, and only an act of true humility could break her icy heart. Gareth, however, had no intention of bending his knee before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened on Lynx Crag, but Gareth never returned to his beloved. Daphne stood on top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree, so that she may live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe blade into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folk started to avoid that place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Gareth. In time, all had forgotten about her. Okay. So, I guess if we do meet her, we should probably humble ourselves then. If possible. I mean, it sounds like he didn't do that and got fucked over for it. Oh boy.
You gave me! Nein! It was fast!
Show me what you got.
Starling's dragon!
More Stragons, boys.
I'll take you to the next.
Oh, I love that.
Stay.
Out together, Cricket! Little prevention speaks. Tonight.
You got any more guys? Yes, Well, where the fuck are they? Oh, there we go. There's a guy.
This one who killed Philibert Fourfingers.
Last guy that time? Apparently not. Fuck is the last guys?
Blood! Blood!
I guess it didn't load in.
Circle him! Circle him!
There we go.
Folks say there's a witch in these
Alright, now
parts.
let's go find a
Do they
witch.
say what sort of devilry she works? The sword that can turn a lass into a tree.
I've this burning, stopping sensation in my ribs.
Unky says if I'm bad, he'll give me to the witches.
The bad kitty? Not at the moment.
A hut. The witches. Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around. Liber Yvonis. Conclave of mages banned this tome. Bones ground into dust.
Transmutation of bond.
Warm. Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there. Notes on the use of yarrow stems. Interesting. A wall of spell enhancements, or trophies. Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one. Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've a guest from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your nan not tell them to you? Even I, the witch of Lynx Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
The Lady's Knight. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
Pretty please?
What if I asked you nicely to lift the curse, please?
Gareth met the fate he deserved. And what happened to his wench was not my fault.
Alright, so you didn't cast the curse. But could you help lift it?
I probably could. But why ever would I?
Alright, we do get that option.
I'll humble myself, prostrate myself before you like the Gareth of the Tale did. I beseech you to help me. Lift the curse that imprisoned Daphne in the tree.
When I saw you enter my hut, I thought, now there is a fellow who shall bend his neck for no one. Stand. None, not even I can restore to the last the years she has lost, can erase the suffering she has endured. We cannot bring her back to life, but I shall tell you how you might let her depart in peace. Yet my aid shall have its price. A lock of your hair.
How can I know you won't use it to cast a spell on me?
I require this. I must, for with it I will cast a spell to conceal me from you for all time, and will use it for nothing else. You will nag me never again, and you've nothing to fear, I assure you. I always keep my word.
I mean, yeah, fine.
I'll trust you against my better judgment. Lock of my hair's yours.
Splendid.
What do I need to do?
You must convince the maiden her beloved yearned to return, but perished in the attempt. Take her silk kerchief and a fragment of Gareth's remains. His bones lie bleaching in the cave beneath this rock. Fire must consume the kerchief and remains. And remember, your heart, your intentions must be pure. Clear?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. And adieu. Once you walk out that door, never shall we meet again.
Okay, so we gotta find the cave entrance, which is neatly marked on our map. Just like hop down somewhere, or slide down. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. bitches. Something up there, it looks like. Let's climb on the spiky rocks. God damn it.
A knight's plate armor and some bones. Gareth's remains. These then. Wonder why the armor came apart. Magic? Gotta get back to the tree. Lift the curse.
Another exit. Cave over there. Let's get back to this dude. Hopefully this works. I figured ultimately, I mean, if we tried to force her or do it ourselves, I figured, I mean, knowing this game, I mean, that would definitely fuck it up. So hopefully this does not fuck it up. I'm assuming it won't. I want a happy ending here. Not that kind of happy ending, though.
So? You met the witch. You must have. What did you learn?
That witch? She's not near as bad as folks say. Made me bow and scrape, sure. But I know some sorceresses witchier than her.
Joyous bleeding news, but what about Daphne?
I can lift the curse, free her, by performing a ritual, making a sacrifice of her kerchief and Gareth's remains. But we gotta start at the right time. When the hour comes, I'll light 4 fires for the 4 winds, then begin the ritual.
Fires? Then I shall be of use to you after all. Seems you need wood. Much of it.
Chop as much as you can. I'll see to the rest.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea how this'll turn out, so just in case, stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run.
All right.
Look your last to the world's 4 winds. From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard.
Oops, set myself on fire.
From the north, silence sighs. From the west, peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies. Hear me, you who hide beneath this bark. The day of your freedom has come. Behold a kerchief, proof of your love for another. Behold, a bone of he to whom you offered your love.
Gareth, my Gareth, he shall never return.
No, he won't.
Is his love for me gone? Did he stay true?
Oh, shit. I mean, telling her the truth isn't really gonna help in this situation, honestly.
Gareth remained faithful to the end of his days.
The time comes that I depart. I've waited too long. I've suffered too much. And now I wish to go.
Farewell, milady.
I thank you, stranger. And you, my knight. I thank you for speaking to me. For standing vigil at my feet.
I did not think it would end this way. I hoped we could revive her. But I guess it was not to be.
We did all we could.
You did well. Here, your pay. And the book is yours as well.
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
So long, Witcher. I must think. Put this straight in my head.
That was cool. And I think on that note, I'll end this one here. I think it's gone on long enough. So until next time, later y'all.